Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Live. Okay, I don't see anything in the chat. Let me look here. There's a little weird alien on my screen. That's off. Whoop. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Hi, everybody. Let's see if my chat stream is up. Hey, I have a different mic set up today because we've been having like a scratchy mic noise. So look at me. I've got my regular microphone. I didn't have a mic stand. So it's in the jar that I use for my paintbrushes. How about that? Always a crafter. The crafters always have something, some little substitute that they can use. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and you can see me and everything's good. That'll be awesome. And we will get started with Tuesday Live. Colleen is here. Hello, Colleen. Welcome everybody to Tuesday Live. Look what I have, whole pokies. Woo. I must have been doing, I was doing, what was I doing? Okay, I see the feed going off. I see a lot of things popping up, but the feed is too far away for me to read today, and I don't have any helper in the studio with me. So I may be bopping in and out of the screen if I need to get things. But we have kind of a light load of people. So hello to everyone. I wish I could see your names. Colleen will start putting up names, and I can say welcome to those of you who are here. Now, remember, I usually forget to talk about this till the very end. The way you get entered to win the gift certificate every week is by commenting in the feed. So tell us you're here. Tell us your favorite TT product, how long you've been following. Just say hi. What you just want to get your name into that chat stream so that you can be entered into the contest to win the gift certificate at the end of the show today. So welcome everybody to Tuesday Live. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'll start with announcements. Next week is Nancy Lorden. Hi, Nancy, namesake of the Nancy Bag. Welcome. So glad that you're with us today. Barb Patton. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Announcements. Next Tuesday, November 9th is a HSN day. I will be on at the end of the day with Suzanne in Suzanne Gets Crafty, and we will be talking about the Triangle Traveler and the Die Stamp and Supply Organizer, which I told y'all that we would be showing last time on HSN. It didn't get on the show, but it's there now, and we will have it on the show. And so that is this guy. If you have been, not this one, these three. If you have been following along in the Get Organized Challenge, matter of fact, just quickly, if you have been following along in the Get Organized Challenge, the 12-week Get Organized Challenge that we're doing with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine, let me know. Like, just hands up, some kind of quick icon, and then Colleen, maybe you could give me a little bit of feedback on how many people, because I don't want to repeat too much information that I already talked about during the 12-week Get Organized Challenge. So if you are participating, say yes. If you're not participating and you need info, let us know that as well. And then if enough of you need it, then I'll cover it. I just don't want to double do. Carlotta and Red Poppy, Pammy and Janet, Traverse City, Michigan, welcome. Linda, also in Michigan. The Michigan girls, is it cold there? Or are you guys all inside and bundled up? Janet from Elmhurst. Deborah Spencer, love Tuesday Lives. I do too, Deborah. You know, it's just an excuse for me to goof off and have fun and enjoy my time with you guys. So thanks for coming. I love, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here either, right? No audience. So Connie Green says, I can't wait to meet my new friend, Kirsten. She's ordered in triplicate and on the way. You are going to love her. She is a powerhouse of organization. I'm so glad that you ordered her and and when you get here, you'll be able to pop in on Tuesday Live and tell us how she's working out for you. I hope you ordered plenty of the 9x6 pockets. They work awesome and they are back in stock finally. So, all right. Okay, let's get busy now. Diane Riley says, yes, I'm doing the challenge. Deb Bartholomew says, yes, but I'm behind. And Janet Boyd says, wash I don't know what that means. Okay, so the 12-week Get Organized Challenge, if you're behind, don't worry about it. That is the beauty of the challenge. It's posted. You can go back, you can get re-inspired, you can get re-motivated and work through those challenges. And, one of the things is one of the questions for today actually about that. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. There's nothing that will put the brakes on your project more quickly than feeling overwhelmed. So if it helps to dial back your goals, to make them smaller, meeting goals is motivate. Is you're probably tired of hearing me say this, right? When you meet a goal, though, your brain lights up, and that is motivating and inspiring. So it's better to meet a bunch of small goals, building up to that one big goal, than it is to just only strive for that one big goal, especially when it comes to the mess that is your craft space. I will tell you something. Maybe I'll turn my camera around. My studio turns into a disaster area all the time because of whatever is going on, right? Maybe it's an HSN show or Tuesday Live or the Get Organized Challenge, or maybe I'm doing a project like I was this weekend and things just end up everywhere. And it's always a challenge to just take that time and say, okay, you know what? You work better when it's tidy. Take this hour, 2 hours, whatever it's going to take you, and just clean everything up and put it away. And so right now, even my husband walked in the studio yesterday and he was like, wow, your studio looks amazing. But it's so motivating and inspiring. So it's worth the work. I guess that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'll spin the camera around at the end of the show and you can see, because all you guys only see the studio end. A lot of you have toured. We did a full tour when I put this new office and studio together. So maybe I'll spin the camera around at the end and kind of show you. Yeah, it's very nice right now. Like it's just calling me to do a project, which I may do. Oh, mic check. How does the mic sound today now that we have our mic in the glass instead of the one that I'm wearing? I think the wearing one, there might be a problem with that. Donna Davis, I am doing the GOC, working on markers, pens, pads, and mists. Susan Will, yes, love the 12-week GOC. Janet Stamper Holland says, Kirsten might be my all-time favorite storage item. Karen was people loved Karen. She was a huge favorite. And I think Kirsten might be putting some moves on Karen. So a little bit bigger, a little more beefy. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? So HSN, Suzanne Gets Crafty, November 9th in the evening. But the 9th is, I believe, a 24-hour craft day. So if you're an HSN fan, mark your calendar. If you don't watch HSN on Craft Day, it's totally worth checking out. Super fun. Everybody's there. Sarah Davies, Anna Griffin, Beth Kingston, Allie Dosdell, everybody's there. So it's a fun day to watch. I was asked last week and follow up from last week's questions about gift certificates on the website. They're working on them now. They have a goal to get them done sooner than later. Of course, with the holiday season right around the corner, it's a huge priority. So we will, I'll keep you updated next week as well on that. I'm just going to star that. So maybe we'll have an actual date, but some of you were asking about gift certificates for holiday, and I'll keep you posted on that. Big news for back in stock, the 8-drawer storage and supply case. Now, we talked about during Get Organized Challenge yesterday, markers, that's for sewing, pens and markers. And so the 8-drawer, this little guy right here, he is perfect, or she is perfect. So ink dots, square ink pads. So Stephanie Bernard Stamps of Life Squares, Stampin' Up! Squares, Tim Holtz, the Distress Ink Squares, all of those are going to fit in here. These are just some smaller ink pads. I think those are just from like Michael's or Joann's or somewhere, but so these had been out of stock. If you need the small one, the 8-drawer for organizing your mini inks for this week's challenge, those are back in stock now. Also, the 9x11 rotating design board. So for all of you who, do I have one of those right handy? Oh, I see a clip. Here we go. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the 9x11 rotating design board, this is it. Why is it a cool tool to have? Because it allows you, regardless of what you're working on, it allows you to rotate your project without actually rotating your project, right? You can just slide it around. And it has this big steady base. So if you use something like a Lazy Susan, it has that small round base in the middle. When you push on the side, the thing will tip over. So this gives you that 9x11 square. There is the rectangle. There is the 9x11 magnetic mat. So if you like to work with magnets when you're working, this is a great tool to use. Comes with a magnetic ruler. I don't know what happened to mine. It was on here, but I must have lost it somewhere along the line. If you like to do coloring, it's ideal. It's awesome for coloring. But for those of us who like to stamp a random pattern, it's great for stamping a random pattern, painting, decoupage, anything that I'm sure you've seen the spray paint demo that I do. I have one of these in the garage. So I change the way my home looks by spray painting things like vases and lamps and little dishes and other things. And so this is a perfect way to spray paint and spin your project, because if you're impatient like I am, you're constantly kind of touching it and then you mess up the paint. So I have one of these in the garage. It's ugly, but it works great for that. So the 9x11 rotating design board also on the back and stock list this week. So hallelujah. Now I know you're going to ask me about the 12x12 rotating design board, which I did ask about this morning. It is in the port tomorrow. Yes, it's supposed to arrive at the port tomorrow. And then it could be 7 days to 21 days to truck it from the port to the warehouse. So the shipping world is crazy, as you all know, but it is right around the corner. So if you've been waiting for the 12x12 version of the rotating design board, that's coming sooner than later. Also, there was another question. Sandra Opatek asked, when is the next $5 sale? Woo woo! We have a $5 Friday coming up this Friday. So that is all I got, was that it is going to be a $5 Friday, but I wasn't told what is going to be $5 on Friday. I will try to find that out and get some posts up via social media between now and Friday, so you kind of know. But there is a $5 Friday. There are, I think Meg said, 6 to 9 Totally Tiffany items right now planned into that. They haven't confirmed what they are, but woo, woo, you definitely want to take advantage of that. I will make sure we get some information out on social. If you're not on the Totally Tiffany website email list, pop over to the website and sign up now, because you'll get an email on Friday as well, reminding you with what those products are. Just for 24 hours, $5, usually great deals on that. And then right around the corner, next Tuesday is going to be a $10 Tuesday. So a week from today, also HSN Day, $10 Tuesday. So a lot going on that weekend. Meg also has some other really cool stuff planned. So you want to keep your eyes on your email. The weekend of the 12th through the 14th, she's got something up her sleeve called WOW, which is Weekend of Wonder. So not exactly sure how that's coming, or what's coming there, but some fun stuff just right around the corner. So this Friday, $5 Friday, mark your calendars, read your emails, check your social media feed, and to find out exactly what's going on and when. Okay, I should check mine. Speaking of that, I asked about my mic. Janet Holland, Kirsten's her favorite. Barbara Carlson, I'm using Kirsten for dies and completed cards. Ooh, great use, Barbara. You're always on it. Diane Fezer Barth says, I think my husband might lose his mind if I say, can you put a shelf right there one more time? Shelving is it, ladies. Open shelving. I'm going to tell you, I don't know if Jackie's watching this morning. I don't think she is, because she's in her car headed to visit her family. But I was with my friend Jackie McMinn yesterday in her craft area, and she has these beautiful cabinets, but she goes, I wish they were all open shelving, because I can't remember what's in it. I have to open the door. It's hard to move the shelves around, all of those things. So if you are someone who is planning a craft room or replanning a craft room or a craft closet or whatever you're going to do, my best advice, they're not beautiful, but if you want maximum function in your craft space, go with open shelving. You can put the most stuff in the least amount of space with the most visibility and the most accessibility. It's not beautiful, but it is so, so functional. So let's see. Jennifer Grabinski Kirsten is also amazing for 6x6 paper. Ooh, way to go, Jennifer. I might try to load her up on that. Deborah Spencer says, I love a $5 Friday. Right? We all do. We love a $5 Friday. We love a deal. Okay, so let's start my first list today. And if you have questions, you can put them into the feed, and Colleen will do her best to siphon them out of the feed and get them to me. If you put a question mark or you type the word question in all caps, it's easier for her to spot going through the feed. And sometimes somebody else, Barb or Terry or somebody will be able to jump in and answer that as well. Karen Ramsey, which buddy bags work for tri-blend markers? How many do they hold? So tri-blend markers are these guys. So they come in, there's the aqua, there's the brush, there's a variety of them, and they fit in, oh, these are not tri-blends, these are just spectrums. Okay, so this is Kirsten, and I think there's 72. I think you can get 72. No, Katie. I always get those two confused. You know, those Kirsten and Katie came out at the same time, and Katie is long and tall, and Kirsten is shorter and wider. So Katie is great for if you have a ton of markers. Now remember, you can store your markers flat in any buddy bag just by tipping them over. So that's Kirsten. This is the 6x6 paper taker, and it will hold 33 tri-blend markers. So if you have or want the paper taker. Now, all of the we're out of stock on a couple of paper takers, but but scrapbook.com, if you just go to scrapbook.com, type in paper takers, 2 words, they have all of them in stock right now on scrapbook.com. So if you've been waiting for the 12x12 or the 8x8 or the 6x6, I think we have the 2 smaller ones right now, the 5x7 and the 4x6. They have all of them in stock at scrapbook.com right now. This is the Terry buddy bag, and Terry will hold, I think Terry will hold, I think 6. I think she'll hold 24. So I've got a variety of markers in here just to kind of show you the different markers that fit in the Terry bag. But if you're looking for tri-blends, they will fit in Terry. Then, of course, the Sarah buddy bag is the buddy bag that was designed around the tri-blends. And I believe that 24 will fit in here as well. However, oh, I have my little thing in here upside down, it looks like. She comes with this little base that will help to stagger your markers in the box. And I believe she will also hold 24. I should know that off the top of my head. Oh, if you're doing the challenge, you probably saw this, what we did this weekend. But if you are somebody who, or this yesterday, if you are somebody who really wants to know the true colors of your markers, this is a great way to do it. I'll put these this way so you can see. So try as they might, marker makers, ink pad makers have a hard time getting the color at the end of the pen to exactly match the color that's in the pen or the ink pad. So adding these little stickers, so I just colored them in, right? So I took the stickers that I bought on Amazon, and I just, see, these are done. Let me see here. Well, I could do it with this. This is just a regular spectrum. And I just colored in the sticker so I could get that true color. And it's a little bit bigger, right? Boom. Stuck it on the end. But you can see, well, you can see the colors they're not an exact match, right? So by coloring in the sticker, you get the true color of the marker. And like I said, I just use these inexpensive stickers that I got on Amazon. My tip to you, if you're not following the Get Organized Challenge, if you are, you already saw this. When you buy these in the sheet looks like this, and it's hard to know where the stickers are. So my advice to you is to just peel off the skeleton. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. It's appropriate for the Halloween season. I hope you all had a wonderful, fun Halloween. See how hard it is to peel it off? I can't even see what side of the paper I'm supposed to be peeling it on. Okay, there, now I got it. So my advice to you before you use your stickers. Now, don't do this if you're running them through the printer, like you're printing numbers or something on them that they'll get hung up in the printer. But if you peel off the skeleton first, then you get a good, you can see where all the stickers actually are. So it's easier to color them in. Skeleton back. There's my little tip of the day on that. Okay. So, I was going to measure up these. How many? I believe it's 24, but it could be. Oh. There's too many options here, right? There's so many choices. I think we can get 8 per level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 8, 16, 20. So you can get 24 in the Sarah bag as well. Seems like I could get one more in there, but probably not. That's just going to bunch everything up. So Sarah is 24. Kirsten is 72 on the tri-blends, 33 on this paper taker, and then 24 also in the Terry bag. Okay. How many do they hold? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, when will the 12 by 12 paper taker be back in stock? It won't be back in stock until I think the last arrival date I saw was like in January. However, scrapbook.com does have the 12 by 12 paper handler in stock right now. And I know Stephanie Bernard was carrying them, the Stamps of Life website was carrying them in 5-packs also. So you may check both of those places, scrapbook.com for sure, and possibly the Stamps of Life. If you need a bundle of 5, she's got them in that bundle, or she did have them in that bundle. Tiffany's Facebook is frozen for me, just me. So somebody, can you guys give me some, if you're on Facebook, give me some sort of icon. I'm see if my feed, I can't read the feed, but I can see it going along. So if you, hopefully Facebook is not stopped. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to take a quick peek to make sure I don't need to reset something, everybody. So bear with me. You're going to see my big head in the camera. Bear with me for a minute. Facebook is fine. Okay, good. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. All right. Oh, it's a hazard of not having an assistant. My assistant, Susie, ventured off with her husband to France. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting to travel. So they got their vaccines and they got their cards and they got their QR code and off they went. She'll be back soon though, thankfully. Okay. Dana Trueblood says, I'm needing assistance. I have yet to receive my October 8th order emailed to Totally Tiffany's site and Crafter's Companion. The only information I have received is the information that has been passed on to the warehouse. I'm anxious awaiting the package or information about it. Thanks. Dana, please call or please email. You can also try calling Leanne. Her phone number is area code 253-284-9200. That's the Totally Tiffany customer service line. And then her email is customerservice@totally-tiffany.com. Tell her, give her as much information as you can in the email. I will also email her after today's show and let her know to watch for something from you, Dana, and we will help you get whatever you need. It does seem like October 8th is a long time to have not heard anything. So, but I am absolutely sure that Leanne can help you with that. Bethany Appel says, Tuesday, I had an idea for the Tuesday group, the Crafty Tuesday Tiffanites. So that's fun. There were so many fun names submitted. So if you have an idea, we're looking for a name and we're going to put together a little logo for the Tuesday group. So there's been some great things. Tuesday Tiffanistas, the Tuesday Troop, TT, Tuesday Troop, which I also like that. The Totally Tiffany Tuesday Troop, the Tuesday Tribe. I liked that as well. We could have Tribe Tuesdays. That would be fun too. So the Tuesday Tribe. Yeah. So if you like a particular name, put it up on the Facebook question or pop it into the feed here. And we're working on something that's just kind of fun that we can do to celebrate our Tuesdays together. Bethany also asked, she says, hi, Tiffany. I'm doing my first craft fair on December 4th. I'm so excited, but want to get your advice on how to set up a table with my cards. The cards I'm selling. I will only have one table. I make cards for all occasions, but we'll be focusing more on Christmas. Should I also include birthday, anniversary, and sympathy? I am sorry for all the questions, but want to make sure the table is presented well so the cards will sell. Do you have any photos or examples? Any advice you have would be appreciated. I would just say, first of all, I looked at your cards that you have on your Facebook page, Bethany, and they're beautiful. And I think that you have really nailed it. Bethany has a post on Facebook about that you might not be able to get Christmas cards this year because of all the problems with shipping. And so she does make and sell cards, and they're lovely. So no, they're beautiful. You've really done an excellent job. My advice to you would be to showcase your best work on a board or a couple of boards that can be really pretty, and people can open the card and look at the sentiment on the inside, or you could put a note in there that says, I can customize the interior sentiment, so that everybody can see all the cards, but they're only destroying the one on your example board rather than like actually going through files or piles of cards on the table where they might be damaging them. But boy, Bethany, I looked at your work, and you have really good taste. They're really pretty cards. And I would just think that setting up your table to be festive in maybe 3 ways: holiday, birthday, and then I guess sympathy is not very festive, but so that when people looked at your table, they were like, oh, this is Christmas. Oh, this is a birthday party, like maybe with balloons and confetti. And then here's all the birthday cards that I do. And then other occasions or special things. I'll tell you one other thing, my one piece of advice about marketing. You probably already know this. People love something free. They love to feel like they're getting added value. So if you're saying to people, buy 5 identical cards, and the 6th card is free, people love that. They also love supporting small business. So I think that you're going to do great. Your cards are lovely, but that would be my only piece of advice to you, is the way your table's set up. Make it festive. These are birthday, this is Christmas, and make it look really interesting. Like people want to stop and go, what is going on? There's a party going on over there. I want to see what's happening. But I'm sure you'll do a lovely, lovely job because the cards show that you have definite talent. Okay. Gloria Ralston says, oh, here's some ideas for Tuesday group. The Total Crew, Tiff Squad, Team Totally, Tiffany's Troopers, the Top, TOP, Tiffany's Organizing Perfectionists group. Hope one of these will bring a smile to your face. I so love your brand. Amazing. Thank you. They did all bring a smile to my face, which you probably just saw there. So all in the mix. So if you have ideas for the Tuesday group, and it doesn't necessarily, like, obviously Tuesday, Totally Tiffany Tuesday or Tuesday Tribe, they all have that nice alliteration, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. If you have another idea, it might be the organizing. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Pinky says, good morning. I'm sitting here, put together about 50 to 60 containers, redoing my craft room. Woo, way to go. Awesome. Ponce Alarcon says, which buddy bag is good for Sharpie markers? The Deborah buddy bag is good for Sharpies. Oh, Deborah, where are you? This is Deborah, but this, I thought I pulled down another Deborah. Let me see. No, I know I did, because it had. Now, how can I lose something in this much space, my friends? How can I do it? I'm going to grab some Sharpies really quickly, but hang on. Oh, here it is. I did pull it down, but I didn't. I did not. I'm a little bit of a Sharpie junkie myself. So, this. Do I have an empty Deborah down here? That would be even more fun. Oh, Deborah. So this is Deborah. You know, Sharpies want to go tip down. Here's what I wish Sharpies would do. I wish Sharpies would, the skinny ones have the color on the end, but the fat ones do not. And you know, if you don't store your Sharpies point down, they dry out really fast. Maybe that's because I live in Arizona. I guess that could be it. Oh my goodness. How many Sharpies will fit in a Deborah bag? So the problem too with the point down is that the tops have that little handle thing on them, but if you store them point down, These are tall ones. I'm going to move them to the back. Oh, no, that's not tall. This is a different, like a coloring Sharpie. I don't know if you've seen those or used those. So you can get a lot of Sharpies. Now, I also think the Sharpies, depending on your addiction level, are going to fit really well in the Denise bag. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So you're going to get about 30 in the Deborah bag. And I guess the other thing is, I wonder if you put them in right side up so you saw the caps, but then you stored it on its top. Would that work? Kind of. It's a little bit weird. Oh, I should probably close up the top so they don't spill out when I pick them up. So you could store them this way if you want, because you want to store your Sharpies tip down because they're only single tip markers. So, but that would at least let you could at least see what color the caps were if you stored it like that. So that might be a good solution, but you're going to get about 30 in there. Oh, my Sharpie brethren. All right, Sharpie loving. Now, unless they're big ones like this isn't actually a Sharpie brand, but you're probably only going to get about 15 of these big guys into a Deborah bag. Let's see. Julie McGovern says, I received my Scrapmaster bundle from HSN. First time using the Scrapmasters. I wish the back 2 pockets were gusseted to hold more paper. Other than that, I love the Scrapmaster. Let me tell you why they are not gusseted. They are not gusseted because, oh, where are my Scrapmasters? Do I have some in here? Yes, I do. No? Is that a Scrapmaster? I believe it is. So if you're unfamiliar with the Scrapmaster, oh, that one's upside down. This is what it is. It's a folder like this that has gusseted pockets on the inside here, but not gusseted on the back. The reason they're not gusseted on the back is because once you add that gusset to the back, when you try and the flap and stuff, once you try to slide things together, they're not smooth. And so they don't slide in and out of your paper handler or in and out past your other paper. The gusset gets hung up on other things. And so I love the idea of gussets. I love how much they hold. However, that is the reason they don't, because I wanted them to be able to slide in and out past your other paper with no problem. And once you add the gussets, which we have on the inside, you can see now they're not smooth anymore. So things get hung up as they slide past, and then stuff like that happens, right? So when you slide past, the lids get unlatched or whatever. So put those back down. So if you're unfamiliar with the Scrapmaster, we are out of stock on them on our website, but I bet they have them in stock on scrapbook.com. As I mentioned last week, scrapbook.com is working to get all of our products back in stock, and they have a really good in-stock ratio there. So a lot of times you can find stuff there that's tough to find other places. But I'm glad that you love them, Julie. And thanks for asking that question. I probably don't need to say this to this group, but the more questions you ask, things like that, those things really make me think about product design and how it's working and why it's working. They also make me think about communication. Like, am I really communicating to you the benefits or the design, why things are designed the way they are, what the thought process was? And I think I told the story about the double extra long scrap rack page a while ago. But sometimes I have this little thing on my desk. I'm going to read it to you. Hang on. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to have to bring it over. I'm coming back. Okay, so I guess sometimes I don't know what the problem really is. So this is one of the things that I keep in front of me all the time. It says, confident humility is faith in our capability while questioning that we may not have the right solutions or even that we're addressing the right problem. So one of the things that I think, this is kind of a bigger thing than just product design, but one of the things about addressing any problem is about being confident in ourselves and knowing, having a certain amount of, yes, I know what I'm doing, is that, do we really know what the problem is? In order to create the right solution. And so when you ask me questions like this, that gets my mind going, like, have I really addressed the problem, or would this work better or that work better? So I try as best I can to operate with confident humility, in keeping that in mind. Like, I might know, I have faith in my capability, but I might be addressing the wrong problem, or not know what the problem is either. So keep asking, my friends, keep asking. Jen Clem says, will you be bringing back the double-sided 1-inch bags? I can't recall her name. I love, but it's so hard to find. And the answer is yes. This is it. It's the double-sided store and go bag. It's a little pull-out trays. Again, I would look at scrapbook.com. If we don't have them on our website right now, there's a good chance that they do, but they will definitely be back in stock. I will BIS on S. That's SSG 17 is the product number on that bag. I will definitely check that out for you. Erin Gaskell says, hi, Tiffany. Love Tuesday live shows. Woo! How about Tiffany Totally Tuesdays? Love your products. Can't wait to buy more organizers to help keep other parts of my house tidy and useful. Awesome. Thank you. Love it. Tiffany Totally Tuesdays. I love that. Barb Carlson says, oh, she has Sharpies in the Barbara, and they work great in the Barbara. They might actually even be better in Barbara now that you say that. Thank you, Barb. The Barbara Buddy Bag, especially if you have a lot, I think it's a little bit shorter because the Deb is a little tall. Oh, Barbara, you're so brilliant. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, so definitely in the Barbara, which is probably what I should be using, right? Because I'm a little bit of a Sharpie junkie. And because they don't fall all the way over, even if it's not full, because you have those 2 boxes in there. And I mean, I guess it depends how many you have, but if it's a little bit more roomy like this, then these things don't get hung up on each other when you're stuffing them in, right? So I think we should all write a letter to Sharpie and tell them we want the tips of the fatties to have the same color on the end, just like all the other ones. So Barbara Buddy Bag will hold even more, and it is a better fit. Like, it's more perfectly fit. So that, if you seal up the side, you might be able to turn it upside down to store them upside down as well. Maybe not there. There you go. You could just put them in. I don't know. I say Barbara's right. The Barbara's a better bag for Sharpies. Way to go, Barb. I'm going to keep you. All right. Amy H says, please remind me which buddy bag is best for Happy Planner sticker pads and how many would it hold? Well, I think Kirsten might be your Happy Planner pal. Do I have Happy Planner stickers in here or just pages? Those are the old pages. Let me grab 1 or 2 out of my planner blend area here. I only have 1 right now. Let's see if I have another one. No, I only have 1. Okay. So, yeah, Katie, they're going to fit in Katie, the Katie Buddy Bag, but they're going to be roomy. I can't go this way now. But you know what else? We've just been loving on Kirsten so much. Oh, you know where else they might fit? This is what happens when I was talking about my studio getting a mess. I'm going to take the little platform out of the bottom of that. Might not be tall enough. Oh, yeah. So the Sarah Buddy Bag, kind of angled in there, though. I don't know if that's really going to work. Oh, yeah. So the Sarah Buddy Bag, and I would think that you're going to get in the Sarah Buddy Bag 1 to probably 5 or 6 in the Sarah Buddy Bag if you take the platform out. So the bottom elevating platform that elevates the pens to different levels. So Sarah, Katie is going to be roomy. I don't think Terry's wide enough. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm just going to be. Oh. Let's see, is Terry wide enough? No, Terry's not. Take the bag out. This Terry bag, no, has a name tag. Hello, my name is Terry. All right. Oh, Kirsten, though. I was thinking Kirsten might fit sideways in Kirsten also. That's a winner too. So the Kirsten bag, they're the same height. So she's elevated up the side, right? So if you put them in, they're just going to be straight across. But if you had other things like, as an example, this is a planner die set. So if you were storing other things, you might have other types of stickers, or you might have some sort of pages, depending on the size. These are my old planner pages, but let's see if those fit in there. I think they're going to be too tall. Can we close it? You might be able to store your pages in there. Okay. As well. Now this is the medium-sized Happy Planner. I think the pages are too tall at the front. Yeah, you won't be able to close it up. But you could definitely store your planner stickers, and lots of them, in the front of the box, and then you could store refill pages in the back and really use up that space well, I think. Or just put the stickers in and have the empty space. But, or like I said, maybe you have extra things like dies or bigger sticker sheets or stencils, templates, that kind of thing that you want to keep all together for your planner stuff. And then Kirsten would be a good fit for that as well. There she is, Kirsten, my friend. Back to work with you. Where did I get this? Right here. Okay. Oh. All right. Donna Baker says, Nancy Haxby Lorden says, Scrap Masters are great. They're super versatile. They are a great product. They are one of the things, confident humility, that I didn't think was needed in the crafting world. And people asked me for it, and I didn't really understand the problem. And once I got my mind around the problem at a scrapbook show, I was like, okay, ding, now I understand the problem and I can work on a solution. And again, the confident humility kicks in, and they're a great product. Donna Baker says, I have some scrapbook embossing folders, 3-inch by 12-inch sets of 4. Do you have a scrap rack page that has 4 vertical rows, 3 by 12? No, but we used to, and I will tell you what you can do. You can either use the vertical double, one with 2 6 by 12 pockets, or you can use the P40, the supersized single, and a heat tool, like a fuse tool from We Are, and you can create your own pockets to be exactly the size that you need in those scrap rack pages, since we no longer make that vertical 4 pocket page. So if you search the Totally Tiffany YouTube channel, for those of you who are on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed or liked or hit the bell, if you do all of those things, then whenever you don't have to do all of them. If you subscribe and hit the bell, then you will, anytime we put out a new video, you will get a reminder or a notification that there's a new video out. So that might be new product or new use or a how-to video, anything like that. You'll get a reminder on that whenever those things come out. There is a video on there about using a heat tool to create your own custom scrap rack pages. So if you have particular things you're trying to store, actually, I think there's a couple of different videos spread through there on how to do it. You can create exactly the pocket pages that you want for your scrap rack pages really simply. I did it with the fuse tool, and I did it prior to having the fuse tool. I used a heat tool. I think it was a wood burning tool. Now, the one thing, and it says this in the video, the one thing that you need to be cautious about is that, especially with the wood burning tool, you can get those things so hot that they'll just melt the page. You'll just cut it in half. So you definitely want to practice with it a little bit. Make sure you have the right temperature and the right pressure before you start seaming your scrap rack pages into the perfect pockets. But you do need to cut the flaps differently or pre-cut the flaps in some scenarios. So watch the video and what do I always say? Learn from my mistakes. I'll talk about the errors that I made when I was doing it previously. Janet Stein says, watching live while riding in my car on the way to Virginia to visit my daughter. Husband is the driver. I love technology. It's amazing. I had a Zoom meeting in the car the other day because I was late. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Same thing. Husband driving. I was able to just log into the meeting right in the car. It's amazing. So thank you for watching while you're driving along. I'm assuming you're wearing earbuds because your husband probably isn't that interested in all the goofy stuff we're talking about. Christina Seifert says, count me in for the drawing. You're in, Christina. For those of you who haven't commented yet in the feed, remember that's the only way you get into the drawing. Vicky Rodriguez, what buddy bag is best for Tim Holtz stamps and stencil sets? Tim Holtz stamps and stencil sets. I just So this is the 8x8 tab divider pocket. And I have 2 of the Tim Holtz this size stencil. Now, to be honest with you, those are the only size of Tim Holtz stencils that I have. And the stamps that I have from Tim Holtz are only small. I need to do a little bit more research and see what Tim has been up to, right? That's always my thing. Okay, so this is the 8x8. If this is the size that you're talking about, the 8x8 tab divider pocket is going to fit in the 8x8 fab file and the 8x8 paper taker. Get back, right? So, and would probably fit most of Tim's stamps. Now, if he's doing smaller stencils, and we do have a slimline product coming out that these would also fit in early next year. If he's doing smaller stencils or bigger stencils, I just don't know it. If you know how big his stamp sets are, I would post those up. So the 8x8 paper taker, I would. Please, I'm not saying please post those up. If you give me more information about size and dimension, I would totally be happy to answer more questions about that. I have my pockets pre-labeled here. So when I get new stamps or stencils, whatever's going to go in there, I'm all ready to go. So in a buddy bag, rather than a paper taker style bag, I would say that's probably Kirsten or Katie. Maybe either one, Katie or Kirsten, are going to be a good choice. So this is going to take the 8x5 pocket. The Kirsten bag is going to take the 9x6 pocket. 8x5 magnet fits in the 8x5 pocket and the 9x6 pocket as well. So depending on whether you want to go vertical or horizontal, that would kind of be the defining factor. And then again, the pockets, I guess I could pull this out. What was that? Number 412. Let me see. Do I have an 8x5 pocket somewhere? Right here. Nope. Those are 6x6. Those are 8x8. It's kind of a big, there's kind of extra space there, right? So depending on the stencil size, but they would definitely fit in here in this bag also. So there's a couple of options for you. If you have different sizes and you put up a post about them, give me the dimensions. I'd be really happy to I'd be happy to know, and I'd be happy to give you my best answer of that as well. Let's see. Amy H says, oh, I just did that. Amy H, thank you so much for finding alternative solutions to storing my Happy Planner supplies. Kirsten is perfect. Yay. I'm glad you're going to like that one, Amy. She's a lot. Everyone loves Kirsten. You can't go wrong with her. Rhonda Milham Bennett says, I purchased a rolling room from Crafter's Companion. Do you have a list of what storage bags will fit inside? So the portable craft room from Crafter's Companion, any of the buddy bags will fit in there and will do beautifully on those shelves. So, especially laying down like this. Now, there's some depth there in that bag. And so the longer buddy bags, Leanne, Katja, Edna, Merle, any of the longer girls are going to maximize out that space, but perfect on those shelves. And also the 12 by 12 paper taker, an 8.5 by 11 paper taker would also fill those shelves beautifully. And don't forget, so almost any of them. And don't forget, here's the other cool thing about that bag. If you have the portable craft room and you take the storage and supply cases, right? When you're traveling with them in the craft room, you close that up. It's just sitting on that shelf. Maybe you've got 2 of them sitting on the shelf, right? Closed up while you're traveling. And then you get where you want to go and you fold back that lid and you fold back this lid and you set that down. Now, once they're labeled on the front, you can just pull out the drawer that you need. So if you are using the Crafter's Companion portable craft room, any of the buddy bags, I'm going to recommend the longer ones. If you want to do something like this, where you have these little drawers accessible, then the storage and supply cases are going to be a home run for that. Boy, along with the fact, we're working on that 12 by 12 storage and supply case, same kind of idea as this. This is your Tuesday tribe sneak peek. We need a word for that. We need when you get some information up front. Tuesday tribe, I don't know, something. And 12 by 12. And those I'm pretty sure would fit in that rolling craft room as well and give you the drawer option in that portable craft room. So it could be a huge asset benefit to that when we do the 12 by 12. But in the meantime, I would look at the storage and supply cases for smaller things for drawers, and then the longer buddy bags, the Edna, Katja, Leanne, Stephanie, any of the ones, right? So imagine this on your pullout, right, with your inks in it. Oop, I turned it the wrong way. Inks in it. So you label at the end, slide it onto that shelf, pull out what you need. Really simple. So that would be an asset as well to that. So any of those are going to serve you well, my friend. Okay, let's see. Lois Foster says, is there an update on the extra long fab file for storing A3 paper? There is not, but I'm still working on it. I have not given it up to the new product development team. So keep asking, Lois, keep asking. Susan Phillips says, I've ordered so much TT product lately that I look like a hoarder, according to my husband, and am looking forward to getting all my stash organized. And once it's all organized, your husband will think it's the best hoard you've ever invested in. So tell him to just look forward to that. Kath Reba says, how many different products do you have? I don't know. Probably, I would say at last count, there was 206. And it kind of depends if you break down things like in the scrap rack line. We have the scrap rack base. We have the travel base with wings. We have the expansion base. So the scrap rack is one thing, but there's 3 versions of it. So it kind of mounts out that way. But we're over 200 now at this point. So kind of exciting. Peg Conrad, I use the white tiered boxes you are showing for my Gemini plates and they work great. Ooh, awesome idea. Yes. For storing your Gemini plates, perfect for this one. You could turn this one on its back and have a staggered thing for Gemini plates too. Carol Ann Hanley. Hi, Carol Ann. Question: is it too early to say when Big Bertha will be back in stock? Just can't get enough of her. She was one of the things I brought up this morning. So here's what's happening with Big Bertha. And she is a guest star with the rest of the Slide Stash and Store boxes on Create and Craft TV next Thursday. I think. Is it this Thursday or next Thursday? I think it's next Thursday. And so there was a certain amount of stock that was sent over to Create and Craft TV. If you're unfamiliar with that, that's a UK channel. If they don't sell out of her over there, she will come back and be back in stock for a very short time on the Totally Tiffany website. I will let you all know. For those of you who can't, I think Carol Ann, you're in the UK, so you might be able to pick more of Big Bertha up on the Create and Craft website. So for those of you who are UK people, you might be able to do that on Create and Craft. I don't think they ship to the US. I'm not sure. I don't know that much about them. Maybe I'll find out. I'll put up some posts about it so you know. Does CNC ship to USA? I'll check that out for you. But she will be on that show, and then she will be back. If there's any left, they'll be back on our website for a short time. So I will let you know. I'll get more details on the Create and Craft show. We'll put some posts up so you know if you're in the UK or if you can order in the USA. And I will let you know if they come back in stock on our website. I did discuss this morning with the ordering team at Crafter's Companion, and they are already on order, although it still takes almost 4 months to get things back. We did order significantly more of number 6 and number 5 because those sold out the first two to sell out. So a little more demand on those two sizes. So we will have plenty. I promise. It's just going to be a couple of months on those, 3 to 4. Deborah Atkins says, Tim Holt, Stampers Anonymous stamps, 7 inches wide, 8.5 inches tall. That is the cling sheet it comes on. 3 ring holes, 6.5 inches wide, 7.5 inches tall without the cling sheets. I think that they're going to be perfect. 7 inches wide, 8.5 inches tall. I think your best bet is going to be the 8x8 paper taker then, or you could go sideways with them in the Kirsten bag. 7 inches wide, 8.5 tall. They're too wide for Katie, but they would go in Kirsten because she is 9 inches across, and at her back height is like 7.5 inches tall. So you would have the height and then the width on Kirsten also, or the 8x8 paper taker would work for either of those. Thank you for giving me the dimensions. That's awesome. Barbara Carlson says we should have the Tuesday Tribe teaser when we do, when I give you insider information. That's a good one, Barb. Julie Sharp says, can I get the cover for the 3-drawer cart? You can get it on HSN. They're the only place that has it. They had 2 colors left last time I looked. It's weird when you look on their website, it looks like they're selling the cart because the cover is clear. So what you see is the cart. So just read in the details, and it's like $16, right? The cart was like $100. So when you see, if anybody has them, it is HSN. So there will be the place to go. Diane Brennan says, please do show more sewing and needlecraft storage ideas and garage ideas. I absolutely will. I did pull out one thing in the 8 drawer, which is a sewing tools. So like crochet hooks and bobbin controllers, whatever we call those. What are these? These are quilting hooks also. So I've got all kinds of different little sewing tools in the 8 drawer, but I will work more on getting you more more demo and display items that are showing the sewing things. The problem with me for sewing is that I don't sew. And so the way I put things away for sewing, I always try to run it by my mom. She's a big quilter. She made all my clothes when I was a kid. She knows everything there is to know about sewing. So I do try to say, Mom, is this seems like this fits well and it's easy to move around. Is this a real way that people who sew would use this? And then she'll tell me yes or no. So, or if you have a great idea, any of you, and are using some Totally Tiffany products for sewing and they work really well for you, please do share them. Either email your ideas to customer service at totally-tiffany.com and I'll get that, or just post them up on Facebook and share those ideas, because since I don't sew, I don't really have the knowledge to make good sewing decisions or sewing, to give good insight on that. So I'm really happy to share great ideas from other people. So if you have one, please do share it with me so we can share it around. Linda Zambori says, when will it ship to retailers in Canada? Don't know which thing. Don't know what you're asking about in particular, Linda, because the feed gets messed up. So I'm not sure what I was talking about, but when will it ship to retailers in Canada? Tell me what it is and I will help you as best I can. Therese Dumoulin says, is the Totally Tiffany website only through Crafters Companion main site? There is a Totally Tiffany website and a Crafters Companion website. If you go totally-tiffany.com, there is just Totally Tiffany stuff. And if you go to crafterscompanion.com, that website also has all of the Totally Tiffany products on it. So either way that you're shopping, it's a little easier to find Totally Tiffany stuff on the Totally Tiffany site because of the way it's arranged, but it is all available on Crafters Companion as well. Patricia Meyer says, my husband is making the top for my paper card. I ordered the command hooks. What size is the top? The top on ours is 13 by 20. I want to say 26, but it might be 24. I'm going to measure for you right now. There's one right here. I'm going to get my big head. My camera's actually 25. 13 by 25 is the one that we currently have. You know what else? Well, you wouldn't be able to take it off. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Okay. 13 by 25. Jill Clevenger, 2-inch stamp and store for Tim Holtz. So the stamp and store bag, the 2-inch stamp, store and go. This one right here, I have this in it. Notice what she is using for Tim Holtz. And probably the 8x8 pockets would also fit in there if you needed to keep things in pockets to protect them like stencils. Not probably, it will fit in there. I know that for a fact. Okay. Let's see. Oh, when will the Slide Stash and Store ship to retailers in Canada? I don't know, but I have a meeting with Kimberly this afternoon. Now, with that said, I believe I will ask her and I will post up a response to that, or at least cover it again next week if she can tell me. She might not be able to tell me today, but as soon as I know, I'll get that posted up or talk about it next Tuesday. Scrapbook.com does ship to Canada as well. So when they have them, they will probably be the first retailer in the US to have them. Although I say that, you know who's going to launch them? Oh, I need to find out when. Stephanie. Stamps of Life. I'll ask her when her launch date is too, because she'll have all the sizes also. So if you're waiting for a particular size, she'll be able to get those for you. Debbie Watson says, do the Club Inspire benefits work on the TT site? Yes, they do. So it's all the same across all of the Crafters Companion and Totally Tiffany sites. When I say all of them, there are US sites and UK sites and EU sites. So they will go across. They work across all of those sites, depending on where you are. And I guess that is a good thing. Another thing that I heard at the meeting today, which is kind of new, is that because of the new laws in the US, Crafters Companion will be updating their sales tax system. So you will see now they have to collect sales tax in every jurisdiction now. And some of you they've already been collecting sales tax from you in the US. Some of you, they haven't. It will show up in every jurisdiction now. And they're hoping that the new sales tax system will break things down so you can really see like what's a city tax, what's a state tax, right? What's a local tax? Because over here, it's probably the same there. Different counties, different areas charge different amounts of sales tax, but you will probably be able to see that on your Totally Tiffany invoice going forward. It may roll out today. So just kind of a heads up that if you haven't seen that before, it's coming. All right, I think that's it, right? Okay, did I get all my questions answered? When will Big Bertha be back? Megan says, I'm feeling overwhelmed. What is the first thing I should do to get started? If you look at your craft room and you feel overwhelmed, the first thing you should do is one small thing. Clean up one tiny area. If you have one bin that's full of glitter glues, get that organized. If you have one box that's full of stickers, get those organized. If you can start with paper is always the best thing to start with because you can use it right away. The work that you've done, you can use instantly, right? Almost every craft project we do, you're going to use paper for. So that would be my advice to you is start small, but just start, right? Just focus on 1 2-inch stack of paper and you'll be amazed at what happens in your head when you get that done and you'll be able to move forward. Okay, so I told you all that I would spin the camera around and I will, but I'm going to announce the winner first. Is everybody ready? Drum roll for this week. Liz Mass Coke. You are the winner of the Totally Tiffany gift certificate this week. Woo woo. So you need to email, please email prizes@crafterscompanion.com. That's prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com and let them know that you were this week's winner on Tuesday Live and they will get your prize all squared away for you. So before I shut off the camera today and say goodbye, I'm going to spin my camera around and give you guys kind of a peek I have to move a couple of cables here or the camera won't spin. And I'll give you a little peek at what my room is looking like in this moment because it is tidy. And that's not normally the case, but it is in this moment. So I do have my step ladder out. All right, I think I've moved enough cords. So here we go. Oh, the microphone's not going to move. I don't know what you're going to be able to see anyway because the way the camera is. So there's my wall of backstock things that I use for prepping. There's my step ladder. There's my desk. Let's see if I can zoom out and you can see more. No, you can't see that much. Sorry. But there's my scrap rack. Oh, it's all ready to rock and roll. There's my stock cupboards that's where I keep all the GOC stuff and all the prep things for HSN. Okay, I have to go back around this way so I don't tangle up the cords too much. That was it. That was the big excitement in the studio today. Ready to go. All right, everybody. Thanks for popping in on Tuesday Live. It was great to have you with me today. I will see you next Monday for those of you who are doing the Get Organized Challenge, next Tuesday for Tuesday Live, and next Tuesday night for the HSN Suzanne Gets Crafty event, which starts at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'll see all of you soon.